This is going to be an example of a long trade idea or a buy trade idea being invalidated using a concept from the market profile of one time framing, or better yet, the break of one time framing. So for anybody that doesn't know, one time framing is, here's one time frame here. That's A period. This is B period. This is C period. Each period is 30 minutes. One time framing is when the current period does not break the low or high, in this case, the low of the prior period. So we have A moving up, B moving up. At the start of C period, you would say that we are one time framing up. We are still doing that right now because we have not broken the B period low. The idea behind one time framing is that in a trending market, very rarely are you going to have a break of one time framing. If you are one time framing and you have a break of one time framing, and I'm saying that a lot, that is an indication or a hint from the market that it is unlikely that we are going to be going higher. Sometimes in trending markets, you do have one time frame that will break, and then it will resume. You'll have a couple different ways to identify that, but this early in the session, it's harder to justify one time framing a break. So anyway, that's what one time framing is, and essentially right here, you can see on the right, I've got this in replay, and we're at 9:58. We're about to start a new period, the D period, because the changeover is on the hour. But right now, I'm stalking longs. Right here, there's no reason to be short. We have bullish structure all morning. We're above prior day high. We don't have any overnight holders that are going to be off sides because they're all net long, yada, yada, yada. The reason why I would stop stalking a long opportunity right here would be a break of one time framing in D period. So I'm going to hit play here and we're going to watch that happen. Speed up a little bit. 58. So you see period continuing to move. You've got it over here. And I'm going to hit pause right when D period breaks C period. You can see price doing its thing. Price doing its thing. I'm still stalking longs at this point because we're still one time framing higher. Okay, right here. Right friggin' here. Okay, at 67.50 and a quarter. We have not broken one time framing, but the fact that we have a poor low right here means that there's a very high probability that we're going to come down and revisit that level at some point. Doesn't have to be right now, but it is an indication that at some point we are going to likely break that level. So that is sort of the first hint that we might not be going higher. Let's hit play and see what happens. There we broke C period. Let's not enough for the trade because that's only right here. So I have this set up for 2 ticks per letter. So right here is 4 ticks. This is a good hint that we're not going higher today because we're breaking one time framing, or maybe not a hint that we're not going higher, but just a hint of indecision. So we were very bullish here, pushing up. We were unable to get higher than this. Now we're back inside of DVA. There's still potential we could be going higher, but just the fact that we broke the one time framing here is a hint that we are short-term indecisive, or maybe even bearish, because we were unable to sustain these highs. So it could just be a pullback on our way higher. You never know. I'm just stating that this one time framing break is a clue that we're not going higher. And let's see how long it takes to break the B period too. Oh, and before I forget, something I should have brought up before. So A period was very extreme. B period was very extreme. C period was very lackluster. We were inside of B period. We are one time framing higher, but we never broke the B period high. Okay? That's your first hint that we have short-term balance. And then the fact that we broke the C period low is stating that we're likely not going higher. So those two items in conjunction with each other sort of lead you to believe that we're probably going to be short biased here. And the icing on the cake is the fact that we had so much volume and so much positive delta going into the morning that if we continue lower, all of these long holders are going to be offsides. So just wanted to use that. This would be a good place for an entry with your stop loss above, D period actually. And then, yeah, so just wanted to put that up. That I'm starting to use my market profile concepts in my trade management and then also into some of my execution type of ideas. And this video is basically an explanation of my thought process on why I would take a short right here using the market profile concept of one time framing.